In the absence of bilateral, multilateral social security agreements, or in order to ensure more comprehensive social protection coverage of migrant workers, countries of origin and destination may unilaterally implement contributory or non-contributory measures based on the principle of equality of treatment. Including migrant workers in national social protection responses in line with international human rights and labour standards play an important role in mitigating the effects of COVID-19 and supports a swifter recovery. My name is Clara Van Panhuys, and I welcome you to the ILO Masterclass on extending social protection to migrant workers, refugees and their families. These measures include 1. The progressive extension of coverage to currently excluded groups of migrants, such as domestic workers, migrants working in the informal economy or with an irregular status, in policies, laws, national social protection schemes and emergency measures, including through national social protection floors. 2. Ensuring flexibility in the design of schemes to allow migrants to meet the qualifying conditions and minimum requirements. For example, authorizing the payment of benefits abroad. 3. Allowing migrants to remain affiliated in schemes in the country of origin, in particular for temporary migrant workers. 4. Establishing welfare funds. 5. Providing lump sum payments or end-of-service benefits, and more. Social protection floors, in accordance with the ILO Social Protection Floor Recommendation number 202, are nationally defined sets of basic social security guarantees aimed at preventing or alleviating poverty, vulnerability and social exclusion. By implementing national social protection floors, countries of origin can provide the necessary guarantees to ensure that migrant workers and their families, including returning migrants and dependents living in a different country from the migrant breadwinner, have, at a minimum, access to essential healthcare and basic income security throughout their life cycle. This is of special importance for migrants working in a country with which the country of origin has not concluded a social security agreement. No single measure can give migrant workers full access to their social protection rights. A progressive approach, combining several unilateral measures, is needed in addition to the conclusion of bilateral and multilateral social security agreements. The latter remains the most effective protection measure and is necessary in order to ensure and facilitate the maintenance of acquired rights and rights in the course of acquisition. In addition, countries should consider complementary measures to address the practical obstacles faced by migrant workers in accessing social protection. Complementary measures include, among many others, simplified administrative procedures, accessible information in appropriate languages, effective appeal and complaint procedures, mobilization and reallocation of fiscal resources, reinforced labor inspection and monitoring, coherence with employment, fiscal, migration and other policies, regularization campaigns and formalization strategies. Unilateral measures vary widely from one country to another and should take into account the characteristics and needs of specific groups of migrant workers to be covered. There is no single measure that provides comprehensive protection, but rather a menu of complementary options that should be considered. It is also important to ensure that such measures fill social protection gaps in the absence of coordination agreements or where the existing agreements have limited scope and reach. Lastly, each of the measures adopted should be designed, managed, financed and implemented through social dialogue.